Hi, I'm Martin Ross, and today we're going to do some crazy shit. Hey, how's it going? It's Martin Ross, and today I'm going to teach you how to import your samples into a DAW's sampler. Before we get into it, check out the link in the description. Leave a like. Also, leave me a comment, but let me know what your favorite DAW is. Maybe I could be able to do a tutorial on that. Also, subscribe, click the bell so that we get updates straight to your device. And most important, if somebody has a question about this stuff, share this video. Or share this video to someone you think might like it. So let's talk about it. So today I'm using Persona studioone. Obviously it's my favorite DAW. What's your DAW choice? You tell me, let me know, maybe I can work with that. And I've got sample one loaded up. All right, sample one is a sampler where you can put any type of samples. Usually I like to put when I make beats with subs, I'll take a sample of a sub that I make and I'll just drag it and stretch it, because usually subs aren't going to be polyphonic, but here we're going to be using polyphonic instruments. So I loaded up Zource Rhodes. It's free, by the way. If you're watching this video, check out the link. I should have this up for free, so that way you could use it, and the preset already loaded, so that way you could just load it into your Persona sample one DAW if you have one. Again, comment, let me know what DAW you use, and maybe I can make that work too. All right, so A3, these numbers, letters with numbers A3, A4, what is that business? That is just telling you the note and the octave it goes to. Usually, most sample libraries actually read the title, believe it or not. And if they see a note like A3 separated or A4, it actually will map that for you. So if you take a look up here, it knows that this note is a root A. It knows it's a low A3 and a high A3, which is not what I want, but the idea is there. All right, so with all this being done, what is the point of that? Well, usually when you play polyphonic notes and you sustain it, which you hold the notes, they eventually run out and they become uneven. Usually they just stretch the note to fit the pitches. And I like to make sure that the sound is more realistic, natural sounding. So that's why I have all these specific notes to go to. It'll sound great when it's finished, and you'll probably enjoy having more control over your samples rather than having one note stretched across 88 keys sometimes. So you have two options. You can map it through the bar here, or you can actually go to the mapping. As I said previously, usually a sample DAW or a sampler in a DAW will map it for you because it sees the writings. Obviously it didn't map it as best as it could be, but it's mapped and it's easy. So the quickest way for me is I just find the notes. Okay, C0, I'm going to stretch that because you're not really going to use C0 to B0 as much. And again, I'm going off the octaves that are typically used between C3 and the end C5. Between C3 and C5 is typically where you will play most of your notes, and that's how I have that built. So as you can see, I'm stretching each note to fit. So now I have C3, C3 to C sharp to D, D sharp to E. Now E and F are a half step, so you don't have to worry about that. Then you go to G to G sharp. Well, I skipped ahead. F to F sharp, G to G sharp. And essentially that's all I'm doing. Also B, you don't have to worry about. B is a half step to C, so you don't have to stretch that. All right, so this is a preference, but from C6 to C8 is what I will stretch. C5 to B5 is what I'll stretch because C6 will take its spot. The zeros, the ones, and the two octaves are typically the ones that I stretch. Anything, again, like I said, in between C3 and C5 is what I use primarily, as you can see here, primarily as the way to play it. All right, so now you have your sample loaded. Make sure you save it in your system so that way you can reload it. And if you're changing the directory, make sure when you load it, I should have said that earlier, make sure when you load your samples, you load it in the directory that you're just gonna keep for in its spot. You're not gonna move around a lot. But if you're like me, you have hard drives, it is what it is. So with everything added, this is what it'll sound like. All right, there you have it. If you liked this video and you like these samples, please, I made this free and available for download, so please check this out. Also, most important, please check out those links. If you like this, I have those available. I have it in Zource, Zource Bangers, Zource Vibes. You can check that out, all the link in the description. I have it set up this way. If you like the video, hit that like, leave a comment, let me know what your favorite DAW is. That way I can take a look into making a video for that. Also, most important, hit that subscribe button, click the bell so that we get updates straight to your device, and share the video. This is Martin Ross teaching you how to import your samples into a DAW. Take care.